Australia really when I come.
Tell me, for you to decide to migrate, did anyone else influence you? Was it just your decision?
No, my decision.
Your decision?
Yeah, my decision. I thought better for my financial, you know.
So they stopped South Africa. You apply for Australian and
yeah, I got a telegram from Australia, from the government here, saying I got the telegram. I still got it. Got the telegram. They accepted my application, and I was allowed to come as a citizen.
How long did you wait for? Was it a long wait?
For 3 months.
3 months.
3 months. In 3 months I got the reply, accepted. But I took another year and a half or something. I was accepted in 1948, and I didn't come until 1950. I didn't have the money to come, see? Didn't have the money. And my parents borrowed. My father borrowed £300. He put all his property on mortgage.
Tough, very, very tough. Very tough. Tell me, you know, are you happy to leave Cyprus at the time? Not now. It's very easy, but at the time,
Yes.
were you happy?
Yes.
And you say you didn't have the money to come out here for 1.5 years. Did you go back to St. John's, or did you stay in Nicosia? What did you do in the meantime?
I stayed I went to Nicosia for a while. I worked there for a while too, you know. I got the job there. I got the job in the bank, in Cyprus Bank. No, Barclays Bank. It's a Barclays. I worked there for 6 months. And then when the application came, I gave notice, and he said, "Where are you going? Why are you leaving?" He said, "I'm going to Australia." I said, "To Australia, come up here, I'll talk to you." He went upstairs, he said, "You're going to Australia, you know what's in Australia?" He said, all bush farms, nothing else. I said, "Doesn't matter." I said, "Farms, I might become a farmer. See what is there."
Was that man Greek, or was he
No, I said,
British?
British.
Tell me, your preparations to farewell, did you have to go through a medical examination? Did you have
Yes. We went through x-rays. We had x-rays, we had police records, we had everything. Oh, yeah. We had to bring them with us, the x-rays and everything like that. We had to one shield to bring them with us with the passports.
And did you travel to Australia with someone you knew, or were you by yourself?
No, somebody I knew, the guy that I went with, I knew.
What, do you remember his name?
Chris Lazaridis. He's in Perth.
So Chris Lazaridis. And tell me, in preparing to leave, is it sad to leave, for example, your family?
My family was sad, of course. My mother was destroyed, really. She didn't want to go.
Dad was a little bit more stronger on that.
Well, stronger, of course.
Did your father give you any advice before you left?
No, first of course, so to look after myself and just be honest with you, with your friends.
And did you get a ship from Limassol, or was it from Limassol? The thing is, so you board the ship and you're leaving, and you're seeing Cyprus leaving, becoming smaller and smaller. You know, did it come across your mind to regret? In other words, for you to say to yourself, "Where am I going? What am I doing?"
There were so many around us. When we were coming, we didn't think of anybody except ourselves at that time.
Did you have the idea to come back to Cyprus, that you would come here for a couple of years?
For 5 years.
5 years, the 5-year plan, eh?
5-year plan to come and go. It was 25 before I went back.
Tell me, which ship did you travel with?
I traveled with an Egyptian ship. The first one was the mail, which was bringing the mail, Cyprus, Beirut, Haifa, and Port Said. We used to do this trip with the ship week in, week out, all the time.
So you took the ship to Port Said?
Port Said, stayed there 8 days, and then we took the Cyrenia, the Greek ship.
The Cyrenia.
Cyrenia.
Tell me, what's Port Said like? 8 days you spent there.
8 days.
Did you go to the pyramids? Did you go anywhere?
We went to the pyramids.
You went to the pyramids?
The pyramids. We haven't gone really. We said we went to the pyramids. We went as far as Cairo and didn't change our minds. It was too far out of Cairo, so we decided not to go. We were worried in case something happened.
Oh, you were, eh?
Yeah, we were worried because it was threatened. At the time they were started to attack the Europeans, the Arabs, you know. They started to attack. It was the time that it was a bit of an uprising. We stayed at the Greek hotel, the Olympus.
The Olympus?
The Olympus, in the Port Said. Stayed there for 9 days there.
Was it strange living in a strange country like Egypt? We're seeing Arabs, Europeans.
I didn't like Egypt.
Yes, why?
To tell you the truth, I don't know. It was hot, although it was January. When I left Cyprus, it snowed on the pond, on the jetty. It was snow all over the whole of the island was covered in snow, you know. The first time in the history, the island, the snow on the jetty. You know, but Egypt was hot. It's only 240 miles, but it was hot.
Did you buy anything in Port Said?
See?
Did you buy anything in Port Said? Did you find anything cheap that you wanted to buy there?
Not really, because our money was really tight. I wasn't bringing much money with me. Very little money. By the time I arrived here, there was no money anyway.
Was it the same ship that brought you all the way to Australia?
Yes, Cyrenia.
Oh, the Cyrenia, eh?
Cyrenia.
The Cyrenia, you know, I suppose you lived in the city, but was it a very luxurious liner, or was it?
No, just ordinary liner. It was a nice, clean ship. But we were staying in the middle. I don't know if you ever seen the Cyrenia. It's we were staying in a berth of 6. We were right on top of the swimming pool, on the deck. And when we were in a storm, you know, we were in a storm, and all the ship was sealed, and all the water was coming on top of it was going under the water and up, and all the water coming out again, and all the water coming down. And we're on the
But the Cyrenia in 1950 would have had all nationalities as passengers.
Oh yeah.
You would have had Eastern Europeans,
Germans, Italians,
Baltic people,
from everywhere.
From everywhere. So it wasn't just Greeks. It was.
No. It was the kitchen was Italian.
The kitchen was Italian.
Italian food. Music was Italians playing music.
Oh really?
Musicians, yeah.
It's a lot of spaghetti, eh?
Wine, plenty of wine.
Plenty of wine.
Plenty of wine. It was beautiful. And they were, what's her name? The second mechanicos, the third mechanicos was Greek. Haidemenopoulos. You heard of it. He showed us the first state in Australia.
Tell me, is it fun? Like, is it 30 days of fun on the ship?
Oh yeah.
Did you like going out to the Italian music? Did you go to the
There was dancing every night. Dancing, singing.
Did you stick with the Greeks, or did you make friends, other friends on the ship?
I made friends too, on the ships. Yeah.
And you knew a little bit of English too?
Oh yeah, I could speak.
You could speak some French too if you wanted
French,
to?
I spoke with a French, a couple of French people.
Do you remember anything on that voyage that you remember? Whether it was something that someone had fall overboard, or where the ship went round and round to find him, or anything? Nothing like that?
No. No. How many days we were swimming? Every day we were swimming.
Swimming?
Every day. All day. We had plenty of dinner. There was good dinners all the time.
Did you have that, the Poseidon thing once you went over the equator?
Yes, we did.
Yes?
Yeah, we did. We celebrated the passion.
Were you baptized again?
Baptized? No.
No, you weren't baptized again. They had this ritual where they baptized you again. Poseidon used to baptize you, you know?
No, I didn't know.
No. Tell me, what was your first impression of Fremantle?
Beautiful. I liked it.
Fremantle?
Yeah, I liked it a lot.
Were you allowed to get off at Fremantle?
We got off there. I got off at the Fremantle. I got off at the... I didn't come to Sydney.
Oh, you stayed in Fremantle?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. So Fremantle.
Yeah.
Okay, so why Fremantle?
I stayed at Perth, not Fremantle.
Oh, Perth.
Yeah.
So why Perth?
Well, I got a friend there, see?
Oh,
Lazaridis.
Lazaridis.
That's the guy that came here to Sydney. From Sydney, we went to the Snowy Mountains. You know, and then I came down, we went to Queensland, as far as we went as far as Mount Isa, came back from Mount Isa through Newcastle, and from Newcastle here.
Did you see anything, what were your first impressions of Australia? Did you see anything strange? Were things different, or were things...
When we arriving at Perth, or Fremantle, I should say, you know, for miles away, you could see the lights and lights by the thousands, you know. Well, what I was told, it was only farms.
Oh.
When I saw all the lights, and I said, this bloke doesn't know where he stands, you know. So it was a lie, what he was trying to tell me. Australia was all farms. There was cities in Australia.
Oh, well, that myth's gone. That myth's finished.
Yeah.
So you lived in Perth?
Yeah.
With Lazaridis?
Yeah.
So was it hard to find a place to stay?
No.
To rent?
It was easy, very easy.
Very easy.
Very easy.
Do you remember where you lived? Where was your first house in Fremantle, in Perth? Was it near the city?
Near the city.
Near the city.
Yeah, not very far from the city.
Those first few days, what do you do those first few days? Do you look for work?
Work. So straight away, I got to work straight away. The next 3 days I was working.
How did you find this work?
Hard.
Now, how did you find it? Did someone introduce you to the work?
It was a Greek company called Michael Karadjis, tobacco factory.
Ah.
Michael Karadjis, you ever heard of it? Michael Karadjis? Well, I think they're not a Christian anymore, but they were rich at the time. When they celebrated his daughter's birthday, the whole of Perth was invited to pass out a drink. It was a good advertisement.
So how did you get this job? Did someone introduce you to him? Did you go knocking on the door saying?
It was a very simple man. Michael Karadjis himself. He was playing cards at the club.
Ah, the Greek club.
Playing Belfast, whatever it was. And my friend introduced me. He said, bring him back, he said, and come bring him with you to work. So I went with the other ladies.
So the Greek club, was the Greek club a place where people met? People...
Yeah, well, it was more or less like a registered club. It was not a registered, but it was like one, or even more. Without it, a lot of people would suffer if there were not these Greek clubs. There's a column Cyrenia. If there were not, people would find it very difficult to get to work and move around.
So it was a good place to meet people and to then connect yourself?
Connect and find work and accommodation. Otherwise, how would you do it? How would you do it?
So is that where you found accommodation through the club?
Yeah, of course. Okay. When I came here to Sydney, it was I have hundreds, I should say.
So your first job in Australia is working in a tobacco factory?
Yeah. It was no good.
No good?
Too much, the smell was bad. So we left the tobacco, we went to Perth, to Kalgoorlie.
So how long were you in Perth for?
About 5 weeks, not even that.
Not even 5 weeks?
Not even 5 weeks.
Wow.
I think it was 3.5 weeks.
Was it hard, Andreas, was it hard to balance your wage, rent, this, that? Was it like, you know, you're on the other side of the world now, you're in Perth, it's alien, it's different. Is it hard to balance everything?
It's very hard. Very hard. When I consider the money I was getting here, the money I was getting home, when I left school here, I was getting less money.
So in the tobacco factory, you got less money than when you were in Cyprus?
I was getting about, it was almost £6 a week, you know. That's how much of a wage it was when I arrived in Perth. Here you might get £7 or £6. There it was only £6 a week. £6 a week is, say, £24 a month.
Do you know, did that make you reconsider saying, why did I come here? Did you take it a little bit, were you disappointed with that?
Look, if I didn't go to Kalgoorlie, my father's property would have been sold. I couldn't pay it. I couldn't pay that money within the time I signed, you know.
So do you go to Kalgoorlie with Lazaridis too?
Yes.
Oh, so he becomes a very good friend of yours?
Yes, oh, we met him at school. We met at school at the high school, see? So he had an auntie here. In Perth, he had an auntie. They had a chicken farm. He used to work with his auntie for a while, help. Anyway.
So you go to Kalgoorlie. Kalgoorlie's a country town, isn't it?
Country town, but there's a lot of people. A lot of people working there at the time.
And what job do you do there?
In the mines.
In the mines?
The gold mines.
In the gold mines?
Yeah, I did work there, you know. When we went to get the job, the guy there at the Fremantle said, you can't work in Kalgoorlie, you know, because I was young and skinny, you know. But at the end he admitted, he agreed to say that he was at the work, you know. So we started working in the 200 level.
So, do you get any training to become a miner from the commercial college? You go to a mine. If you think about it that way. So is there any training? They train you up? What?
There's no training. They give you a gasket, a torch, and they put you on the line and you go there on the lift and you go wherever you want to start work with, you know. And after a couple of weeks, we applied for contract work. So we kept working contract, but we were getting good money, see?
Is contract work more money than just...
Yeah.
That's fine.
It pays good, you see? You get so much per ton.
So, your job is to go wherever they take you. You know, all that darkness and all that...
Yeah, you got the light on.
Yeah, you got the light on, but it's still dark.
Okay, well, that's what you can see.
That's right. But, you know, what was running through your head when you're down there, 200 metres below what was going through your head?
200 meters was a good level. It was a short, it was 3,000 feet down sometimes. 3,000 feet down.
And is it shift work? Is it night shift, afternoon shift, morning shift?
I done morning shift.
Just morning shift?
Yeah. Day shift.
Day shift.
Day shift. By 1:30 we were up. And when I was contracting, 1:30 we were out.
What time did you start, bud? You must have started early.
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. 4 hours, 4.5 hours work, it was good for us. After that, you're getting too much tax.
Ah, so you figured all this out.
Yeah,
Eh?
yeah.
You're the bookkeeper, the bookkeeper.
We were getting £5 a day almost, you know. It's a big difference to what we was getting in the
Tobacco factory.
tobacco. Right?
But is it hard work?
Hard work. Very hard work. Dusty.
Did it run through your head that
You can't see it when you come out from the mines, before you have a shower, you will come out with your gasket and everything like that. Your plug is anything. You don't recognize each other.
and that was every day? Every day the same thing?
Oh, yeah.
You know, did danger ever come across your mind? How dangerous this is?
No.
No? Were there other Greeks in Kalgoorlie?
Well, of course.
Did you do parea? Did you do parea with these Greeks, or did you stick with Lazaridis?
Stick with the Lazaridis. I was living at the hotel run by Greek, but I can't
Ah, so you lived in a hotel run by Greeks in Kalgoorlie?
We paid £6 a fortnight. Full accommodation and meals. So it was good money. It was good agreement. Very good agreement. We had whatever we liked.
Were they, ήταν Τσιριγώτες?
No.
Τσιρίγο? Karadjis?
Constantinopolitas.
Ah, Constantinopolitas from Constantinople. And so for you, all this is about work and saving, work and paying off all your parents
You had to pay I had to send £350
to try.
back home within the year. If I didn't go there, forget. Even there, I couldn't really save that much money because I was already spending a couple of months there. See?
So how long were you in Kalgoorlie for?
No more than 3 months.
No more than 3 months only.
Yeah.
So tell me, when you finish at 1:30 in midday, what do you do for the rest of the
I
day?
tell you what happened. I tell you what happened in Kalgoorlie. In Kalgoorlie there was a guy there in the same level we were working. Going and coming every day and said, next Friday we'll take you to the school. Andrea, we'll go to the school next Friday. The school. I said, what kind of school is this? It's a school, he said, a very good school. So he took us to the school, me and Lazaridis, so we went to the school. It was a tour.
It was a what?
Tour.
A tour. This is your introduction to Australian gambling.
It was a tour. Somebody there was, it's funny, this is funny. He kept saying, take a bed. He wanted to take a bed separate. I didn't know, although I spoke English a little bit, I didn't know the slang, see. He kept saying, bed your head very tight. I said, what do you want? And the guy, one of the guys that took us to the school said, you're asking yourself to have a bed and put some money down on the floor and you see whether you win or not lose. You know straight away. He said, I don't know what wins and what loses. I didn't know what they had. Anyway, I put the money down, I put £2 or £3, I don't remember what it was down. And he lost, but I didn't know he lost. And he kept going again. He said, and I said, yeah, all right. So he was he doubled it up, you know, and spin again. He was betting out tight, I was betting heads, you see. I didn't know I was betting heads or tides anyway. Anyway, after a few spins, the money was stacking there because he called his friends and they were coming around and putting money down to take the winning back. Anyway, to tell the truth, after I should say it was about 20 minutes, not even 20 minutes, the money was stuck in there. He said to me, you stupid thing, he said to me, why didn't you pick up some money? He said, this is money, it's not going to last forever. Pick up some money. So he said, this is mine. He said, yes, but of course it's yours. So I went down. Pushing the packages in my glove and my shirt. Anyway.
Beginner's luck.
Yeah, beginner's luck. Anyway, to tell you the truth, we left anyway. He said to me, leave some money there, go outside to that, come with the taxi, take you home. So we went home and Mrs. Kalgoorlie woman came up and said to back to your naughty boys, you should not go there again in this place. Anyway, to tell you the truth, I sent the money to my father. I went the next day, I gave her the money, and she went and sent the money to my parents. I sent her £500.
£500?
£500. That was within 3 months, or 3.5 months I arrived here. So I said, well, this is the money I made. Somehow I said, I borrowed some money. I said, and I made it up. I didn't tell them that I can't, of course, you know.
Tell me, when you were in Perth, were the Greeks nice to you?
Not really. They were not, the Greeks even all over Australia, they were not very friendly.
Yeah?
I don't know why.
Didn't they see someone from Greece or Cyprus and feel some kind of connection, some nostalgia?
No, there was a bit of coolness.
Coolness?
Coolness among the Greek migrants. The new and the old. There was always a new and the old, there was some coolness. You know.
So did you experience this coolness?
Not really that much, because I wasn't really worried.
Mm.
You know, I wasn't really worried.
So you know, when you were in Perth, if you wanted to eat somewhere, did you go to a cafe to eat?
Cafe.
A Greek cafe?
Yeah, Greek cafe. It doesn't matter, but mostly Greek cafes.
Mm.
Yeah.
Did they look after you because you were Greek?
Sometimes they might say a little word in Greek or something like that, a little bit. They were worried to speak in Greek anyway.
Ah.
They were afraid to speak in Greek because they had problems. I don't blame them in a way, because that's their business, you see.
You know, when you come to Australia, do you think about settling down already, or was your purpose to pay off the £300 that your parents borrowed?
I was free when I sent the money home. I was really free. I felt that I was the most free man on earth.
So there was a relief for you, but a relief for your parents, a relief for everybody.
Of course.
So, do you think about settling down?
Not really.
Not really?
Not really. I went to as far as Mount Isa. We couldn't get work.
After Kalgoorlie?
Yeah.
You went to Mount Isa?
Yeah.
And you couldn't find mining work there?
It was a bit of unemployment. Lack of employment there. They didn't have enough jobs. So we came through Newcastle. We flew to Newcastle. We came here. Sydney.
You know, when you first arrived here, you know, because a lot of the old Greeks that were here, when the new man came, weren't there any daughters that they wanted for you to settle down with a good Greek girl? If they came, you know, all these new Greek men were arriving.
They didn't want to do anything with us.
Well, you didn't have any money, you were broke. You were here for work.
That's right.
You were here for work. Tell me, in Mount Isa, why wasn't there?
I didn't stay nothing. I didn't stay there at all. You get there the next bus or next day you came back to the bus.
But to go from Kalgoorlie to Mount Isa, how do you get there? Is it?
Didn't go through. I went to Melbourne first.
Ah, all right, okay.
Melbourne, Sydney, and then from Sydney here we went up. So thinking that we might get work there. You know?
So you trained it from Kalgoorlie to Melbourne by train?
Yeah. Through Adelaide, of course.
Yeah, but you did that whole desert. What's that called?
Narabo.
The Nullarbor. A lot of desert.
Lot of desert. Big trip that one.
But you saw Australia.
I saw Australia. I went to Darwin, I went everywhere.
You know when you were on the Nullarbor on the train and seeing endless kilometres of desert, what's passing through your head? The man in Cyprus told you that it's all bush. Now you're seeing all desert.
Desert and bush and everything. They're all mixed up anyway.
So you leave Mount Isa. Why wasn't there work? Was it unemployment?
It was unemployment.
But you had experience as a miner. You were
Yeah, but
experienced.
then it doesn't make a difference. There was no work and there was no work. That's all. They were putting men off. They didn't want any more people. When on a bad season, a bad time. If I would have gone, say, 6 months later or 8 months later, maybe I would have been all right.
And for you to go from Kalgoorlie to Mount Isa, does someone introduce you, or what goes through your head to go to the other side of Australia for work? You know, why couldn't you go back to Perth to work, or why did you have to go to the other side of Australia?
No, I wanted to come to Sydney. I wanted to come to Melbourne, Sydney. I wanted to see Melbourne because my hair was from Sydney, but I wanted to see Melbourne because I had friends there.
In Melbourne.
Yeah, I had friends from my own township too.
Ποιοι ήταν εκεί? Who was there?
Oh, she died now. They're all dead. People that I know there. Andrea, Andrea came with me. There with the real estate. Penny's brother. Penny's brother. Well, he was real estate.
He was in Melbourne.
Yeah, he became Andreas Karadjis, his name is. Nafidi. He came with me on the same boat from St. John, from across.
But he went to Melbourne, you got off at Fremantle.
Yeah. And I knew he was there, and other friends too, and a couple of other friends from the same area. We met on the ship. We met them anyway, we met them only I think we only stayed there 2 weeks. And I worked 10 days.
Oh, you worked in Melbourne for 10 days?
The Macrobisons. At the Macrobison chocolate factory.
Ah. Process work.
Process, on the chocolate, where they melted everything.
Is that, were you thinking of settling there, to stay there, or were you
Thinking might, I liked it, but I didn't care about Melbourne. I didn't care much about it.
No?
No, I didn't care about it.
So is it because you don't like Melbourne that takes you to Mount Isa?
Oh no,
Oh, you want to go?
I didn't go to Mount Isa. Mount Isa I went in 1951.
Ah.
I went to the Snowy Mountains first, before I went to Mount Isa. I came here, I worked on the trams. For about 3.5 months or 4 months, I worked on the trams, and I was working on the Wild Devil.
Is it hard to find work?
Well, no, it was very easy to find work. Because, see, you could leave work today and get the job in the afternoon, in the morning to get the job in the afternoon.
But for you to get a job on the trams, who sends you there? How do you find work? Like
At the club.
at the Greek club?
At the club. I met a friend there, I met another friend there, who was in the same school as me, one class down, lower.
Ah.
He remembered me. We remember each other anyway. And he said to me, why don't you go to the trams? He said, I'm working at the trams. I said, all right, we'll go. So I went there, we had a little bit of examination there, what they show us to do. And we just passed an examination, arithmetic, just simple arithmetic. And then they took us to a training place and asked us how to stop the tram, how to start the tram, and whatever, sell tickets.
Who was your friend?
We got the job straight away. We got the job on the tram straight within a couple of days we were on the trams.
Ποιος είναι αυτός που δούλευε εκεί? What was his name?
Michael.
That's right, Michael. So you didn't like Melbourne, eh?
No.
No, didn't like Melbourne.
I didn't care about Melbourne.
Whereas in Sydney,
I like Sydney.
You liked Sydney.
Oh yeah, I like it.
Did you like working on the trams?
Well, but there's no future. There's nothing really.
Tell me, what's the wage working on the trams? What were you getting? How much money were you getting there?
$15 a fortnight.
£15 a fortnight. And mining, you were getting £5 a day.
Yes, it's different, you know.
Big difference.
We used to get 36 to 40 pounds a week, every week, every Friday. It's a big difference to, you know.
You know, when you taste the £5 a day, or when you taste that money, and then you go back and you work on the trams for
you don't feel like going on.
That's right. That's what I wanted to say.
You don't feel, but of course, it sounds like, of course.
It's a come down, isn't it?
It's a big deal.
It's a big come down.
Yeah, but different story.
Yeah, I know.
You see your nice uniform there, free uniform.
Where do you stay in Sydney? When you were at the trams, where were you staying?
There were plenty of places.
Plenty?
I was staying with a woman down at the Wollongong. What's her name? Crown Street, it was Crown Street. I think she was Sirigodisa, as you said before. She was Sirigodisa. She got relatives in the Castellorian Club. Working in the Castellorian Club, I think it was, I don't remember.
That's in Oxford Street, I think, or in King's Cross, Darling.
He used to be in Oxford Street.
Oxford Street.
Just on top of Liverpool, where Liverpool Street is crossing Oxford Street. Just only about maybe the fourth or fifth door on the left, further up there, just passing.
What are the Greeks like in Sydney?
They were alright.
Are they cool too?
They were better.
Better? And did you enjoy going to the Greek club in Elizabeth Street?
Oh yeah, it was a great atmosphere. All the youngsters that came in.
But it was very male. It was a man's environment.
Mostly men. That's very few women around. Those days, especially from Europe.
Does it pass through your head to settle down? Are you looking to settle down in Sydney? Are you looking for a woman? Are you looking for a Greek woman?
For the time being, no.
No?
No, I was on the move. At the time, I was on the move. When I came down, as I said, we came from the snow. When we left the snow, we came down and went straight up to Mount Isa.
So when's this happening?
That was in 1951.
1950. So when did you go to the Snowies?
End of 1950.
End of 1950.
December 1950. I went up there and I came down about August 1951.
So in Sydney you came in August 51. So before that you were how long were you in the Snowies for?
About 4 months.
4 months.
4 or 5 months I think.
And what are you doing there?
I was with the diamond drillers. Diamond drillers. It was before the tunnel began to go under through. They were drilling on the top to test the grounds as to how safe, where to go without reinforcements.
And did you go with anyone there? Who introduces you there?
I went with Chris Lazaridis.
Palio Lazaridis.
Yeah, Lazaridis, yeah, Lazaridis.
He's like a brother to you.
Yeah, he's like a brother, yeah. Very good, very like it, much like a brother. I left him in Brisbane. We separated in Brisbane. After we went to Mount Isa, we separated. We became 4. At the mountains, some mountains became 1. First we went to 2 of us, then it became 4. In the same camp, Cypriots.
Who was the other 2?
One of them died here, Andreas, and another Andreas. And the other one, George, he died too, George Saraglos. He died. They both died, the 2 kids. I don't know about Lazaridis, no, I haven't seen him for years.
So at the Snowies, you're 4 at the Snowies?
Yeah, 4 after.
4 of you?
After 2 months, we were only 2, after 2 months we became 4.
4. So at the Snowies, do you have residents? Is there a camp?
Huts.
Huts for the workers?
We're only 18 people in the camp. 18 people, that's all.
18 people, that's all?
That's all. And Mark Lander was a boss, the leading man.
You're lucky, but you're finding work, but.
Work was easy. It was very easy to find work.
So at the Snowies, what was your responsibility? What did you have to do at the Snowies?
First I started working as a down umbrella. We were testing. I was on the platform, the high platform, holding the rods, but they were going down. Holding the rods and somebody underneath. There were three people. One was looking after the machine. The other one was on the top, where he was putting the brackets on, hold the pipe there, and myself on the top platform, 30 feet up, twisting it, tightening them up, and to send them down to test the grounds. And every 10 feet drill, they used to bring the whole things out, salvage them all out, one by one until you go to the casing. Open up the casing and find out, put the cement, put all those samples on the containers to check them out for the officials, to check them, the supervisors, the drillers, to check the grounds.
So with the Snowy Mountains, where was the nearest town? Was it Tumut?
Adaminavi. Where was Adaminavi? Not Chuma, Adaminavi, the old Adaminavi. The old town of Adaminavi, now is buried, Adaminavi is buried. The old town is buried, there's a new town of Adaminavi now.
So you used to go on weekends there, or to go out?
Yeah, once a week.
Once a week.
We used to go down, have a few drinks
And the locals were all good?
no.
No.
They really were against us. They won New Australians there, Adaminavi. But whether they liked it or not, we were there. There was nothing they could do.
I mean, they were cool too.
Huh?
They were cool.
No.
No, cold. They were cold.
Snowy.
It's Snowy Mountains, it's cold there.
Cold, very cold.